Beyond the Nozzle. Igniting engagement.
He was born in Houston, Texas in 1915. His name was Paul Neal Adair, but everyone would come to know him by another name. As a young man, he boxed for fun, served in the U.S. Army during World War II, and came home looking for work. He found it in the oil fields, where fire was always a lurking enemy. Oil well blowouts weren't just fires. They were explosions of flame, pressure, and raw power that could burn unchecked for months, even years. Most men ran from them, but he ran toward them. He studied under Myron Kinley, one of the pioneers of oil well firefighting, and learned that fighting such blazes wasn't about brute force. It was about science, engineering, and daring. Adair perfected the art of taming the fire that seemed untamable. He developed new techniques, blasting fires with dynamite to blow away oxygen, capping wells with heavy steel contraptions, and later designing equipment so advanced it would shape the future of industrial firefighting. He built a team known for the courage, precision, and sheer toughness. They traveled the world, answering calls where no one else could. It was during these jobs that his reputation grew. Fires in Kuwait, in Algeria, in the Gulf of Mexico, places where flames soared hundreds of feet into the sky. He and his crew would march in, suited in heavy gear, dwarfed by towers of fire, and somehow, they would shut it down. The world gave him a nickname. They called him Red. Red Adair became a symbol of firefighter spirit, not just because he fought some of the hottest, most dangerous fires on earth, but because he did it with calm and determination that inspired trust. In 1962, Hollywood came calling. The film Hellfighters, starring John Wayne, was based on Red Adair's life. But the truth was even more dramatic than fiction, and perhaps his most famous chapter came in 1991, when retreating Iraqi forces set fire to hundreds of oil wells in Kuwait during the Gulf War. The world watched as flames consumed the desert, belching black smoke into the sky. Red Adair, already in his 70s, led his team into that inferno. Over the course of months, they extinguished well after well, capping the disasters one by one, restoring what many thought was lost forever. He retired a few years later, after more than 1,000 oil well fires to his name. And in 2004, at the age of 89, Red Adair passed away. What he left behind was more than just a legacy of daring firefighting. He showed us that courage isn't loud, it isn't reckless, it's steady, it's skilled, and it's relentless. So the next time you see fire leap high and wonder how anyone could face it, remember a man from Houston who wore a hard hat, stood in front of roaring flames that seemed unstoppable, and said, "If you think it's expensive to hire a professional to do the job, wait until you hire an amateur." He was Red Adair, and his story reminds us that sometimes the greatest battles aren't fought with armies or weapons, but with grit, steel, and the will to walk straight into the fire. Until tomorrow, Beyond the Nozzle, stay safe, stay engaged, and remember, a simple post can save a life.
Beyond the Nozzle. Igniting engagement.